In this problem, we have train fares for a group trip to New York. 3 adults and 4 children must pay $159. 2 adults and 3 children must pay $112. Find the cost of 1 adult ticket and 1 child ticket. Define variables and interpret your answers. So since this problem asks us to find the cost of 1 adult and 1 child ticket, that is what our variables are going to represent. So I'm going to let A represent, I'm not going to put adult, because if I put A equals adult, how do I know if that represents the number of tickets or the cost of the tickets? That's not very clear. So instead, I'm going to put the cost of 1 adult ticket. And I'm going to have C represent the cost of 1 child ticket. Okay, so now we need to write the system. Well, we are told that 3 adults and 4 children must pay $159. So we have 3 adult tickets and 4 children tickets. And all together, it has to cost $159. But we don't know how much each of these tickets cost. But we know that we need to add 3 adult ticket costs. Well, adding is the same thing as multiplying. So there's 3 adult tickets, and we let A represent the cost of 1 adult ticket. So that is why we're going to have 3A, because we need to add 3 adult tickets, and adding is the same thing as multiplying. And we're going to do the same thing for the child ticket. There are 4 of them, and we don't know how much they cost. Well, adding 4 adult children's tickets is the same thing as multiplying, and the total cost is $159. So we now have our first system. Now, when we have 2 variables, we need 2 equations to solve a system. So now we're told that 2 adults and 3 children pay $112. So 2 adults plus 3 children's tickets cost $112. And now we have our second equation. And now we need to solve that system. So to solve this system, I'm going to go ahead and use the addition method. So I need to pick either the A terms or the C terms to make opposites. So I'm going to go ahead and multiply the top equation by -2, and when I do that, I'll now have -6a minus 8c equals -318. And now the bottom equation here, I don't have opposites. These aren't opposites. So what I need to do is I need to multiply the bottom equation by 3. So then I would have 6a plus 9c equals 336. And now we have opposites here. So now we're ready, once we have opposites and the equation is lined up, we are ready to add them together. So -6a plus 6a, that's 0. -8c plus 9c is c, or 1c. And -318 plus 336 is 18. So we would get c equals 18. So now we go to our original problem, and we're going to pick one of the equations. I'm going to go ahead and pick this one. And in place of c, I'll plug in 18. 3 times 18 is 54. I'm going to isolate so we could solve for A. Subtract 54 from both sides. And then lastly, divide by 2. We would get that A is 29. So now we need to explain what the 29 and the 18 represents. So if we go back to our let statement here, it tells us that the 29 represents the cost of an adult ticket. Not that there's 29 adult tickets. It represents that the adult tickets cost $29 each, and the child ticket costs $18 each.